come back on the screen.
Andy's in.
I'm seeing would be good. I mean, honestly. Right, back on the screen. Oh, so let me turn this down. Right, I can't see myself at the minute. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight. Tonight is going to be a special one. Do you want to tell them, Deb?
Yes, I'll tell them. Andy and Mark are going to be out investigating, and they're going to set off half an hour or so to the investigation area, during which time I'm going to read a bit of the history, a bit of the hauntings and stuff like that. So we shall be out on a live investigation. Well, I'll be in the studio, but Andy and Mark will be out.
Oh, well, I'm back now. Don't know what happened then. It keeps freezing when I do the countdown.
That's strange.
Yeah, so I'm going to be leaving here in about 15, 20 minutes. It's going to take me half an hour to drive down. Hopefully, I'm just going to leave me on the computer at the minute. I'm then going to log in on my mobile. So I'm going to drive down, so you won't see me. You'd see, like, probably the gear stick in the roof of my car, but you should be able to hear me.
We can still communicate.
I know there are a couple of black spots as I'm driving down, so the signal will drop. Yeah. If it does, I'll just have to relog when I get there.
Right.
But the area that I'm going to is about less than 2 miles from where I had the encounter with the invisible monkeys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully show Mark that on the way back. Show him the spot, because you can pull up a little bit, and hopefully it won't be that busy around there at that time. So some banging
should be pretty quiet.
Fingers crossed. So yeah, we're going back there tonight. So this will be my third investigation at the same location.
Yeah.
But then we're going to go across the fields, which we used during the bubonic plague, where they had the bodies.
Yeah,
or they put the bodies there. Originally it was called the Plague Fields, but now it's called Buryfield.
Yeah.
Evening, Kaz. It's all right. No, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of typing, commenting.
No.
I'm just going to be more verbal. Hello, Diane. Hello, Aunt the Mank. Hello, Kaz the Witch. Hello, Deborah Singleton.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so it's just us two. A quick update on what's going on. Alan's taking a bit of a backseat at the moment. He's got a few things that he needs to sort out himself. So he's not going to be coming on air or doing much on the Facebook group. But he is still organising the Cannock Chase meet-up on the 17th. So I did put a post, not this Saturday, week on Saturday.
After,
yeah. I did put a post up on the Facebook group, so if anyone wants to go, if they can find that post, I only did it yesterday afternoon, if you just comment yes, so he knows who's going, and so he can make arrangements. The only thing is, Alan will need a lift, so if there's anyone that's going in or near the Shropshire area, it's about 12-15 miles away from Cannock. Please, could they pick him up?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't drive. I did say I would ask, and I know they did forget.
Telford, isn't it? Telford.
Yeah. So it's only just in Shropshire. It's not it's not like right down like on the Welsh border, but it may as well be, depending which way you're coming from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So hello, Richard, again.
Good evening, Rich.
Yeah, I did say about Richard coming on, but he's full of a cold. He thinks it's his hay fever and that, so he's proper bunged up. So that's why he's not on tonight. So in about 10 minutes, you're going to be flying solo-ish. Evening, Joe. I'm going to, like I said, going to log in on my phone. It's just charging now.
Right.
I'm going to close it all, so I'm not draining my battery. So
are you meeting Mark there?
Meeting Mark there because he's got a few things to do first. That's why he can't get there till 8:30.
Right.
But the good thing is, because it's not a massive cemetery, you can walk around it in 10 minutes. But because we're going to take our time going round, and then where Buryfields is, that's literally. Sorry, I've got something on my desk, and I can't work out where it is.
All right.
Buryfields is literally over the main road, and then you're there. So yeah, we're going to Newport Pagnell, just so people know, which is between Buckingham and no, it's not. It's in Buckingham. It's between Northampton and Milton Keynes. So yeah,
Around
and it's like
4 miles from London.
Is it 54?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a sign on the motorway as you go further down the high street, and you can see this sign and it says 50 miles, London 50 miles.
Right.
So I knew it was around 50 miles. Yeah, so that's it. So you're going to fill everyone in. It's going to be a history lesson tonight, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The history of Newport and all. It's what's the word? What word I'm looking for? Extravagances.
Something like that.
I made another made up word.
Yeah, we'll put that in dictionary.
Yeah, so yeah, it should be a good one tonight. Be a little bit lighter. As you can see, I've got my body cam on, so that's going to be linked up to a power bank battery, so I don't run out of battery life on it. Got my head torch, 2 hand torches, which the good thing is about them, the magnetic at the end.
Yeah.
So I can have one on point and one on zoom. So basically, mini lightsaber.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Well, we've got zoom at the front, point behind. So if I turn round over my shoulder, I've still got light.
Excellent.
So got them, head torch, camera, wellies socks. So
most important.
Oh yeah. Jeans tucked in. Oh, good to go.
Oh, lovely.
So
setting a trend.
Yeah. Oh, you should see state. I mean, last weekend I lived on a farm for about 6 years. Then I had to go shopping. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I know. Tell me about it.
Didn't you get left in the car?
No, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in just to annoy people. No, they do sit in the car and wait because they hate shopping.
Yeah, I've got one like that. He moans about it, but he's the one that goes around picking everything off the shelves and going looking at absolutely everything in there.
No idea. Right, so I'm just turning my Wi-Fi off on my phone because that might be pulling at it. Yeah, so that's it really.
Excellent.
So can you see who the people are on Facebook?
No,
I've got Whoop and Hi on codes on Facebook user. No, I've just got you, Whoop. Where are you going? And that's it. So whoever the Facebook user is can.
It's Deborah Booth.
Oh, sister-in-law, brother's wife. Right, Deb. Is James not watching? Get our kid on. Tell him he needs to watch this one. There's not going to be any running tonight.
Not going to be what?
No running off. Because as soon as I feel a bad energy, I just like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not hanging. But I have got, I'm going to take some obsidian with me tonight.
Yeah.
I've got a few pieces of it. So it's all been cleansed and that. One I keep in the car. So I'm just going to take, it's quite, no, it's in the car. It's quite a big one as well. It's like, so big.
Yeah.
So I'll keep that on me because that, as you know, I don't know if everyone else does know, that that's used to draw away negative energy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see how it goes. Just put it in me little jean pocket.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't lose it.
Yeah, when you're running away.
So that's it. Yeah, they can get caught.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's
I was
exciting.
gonna say, I know. Quite excited to that. I think because it's going to be that little bit lighter,
Yeah.
and because of what we seen last time. I know Alan was saying that them markings were like the three-pronged trident, as in Neptune. But I was speaking to Robert, in the one from Ipswich,
Yeah.
the one like Rendlesham, and he was saying that because it's Newport, as in Newport Pagnell, it might even have been Richard that was saying it as well. They could be getting it like crossed over with Newport, as in Newport in Wales.
Yeah.
And because it is on the water, because it did seem a bit of a seafarer's type of gesture. Even though it wasn't port or rum, it was a bottle of whiskey, a bourbon, or whatever it was. It could still similar. It's not like it was a bottle of peach schnapps or.
Oh no.
Do you know what I mean? It was pretty close call.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, could it be something related to that?
Yeah,
Like going down that line. Because you've got, like I said, you've got the Ouse, then a bit further down the other side of Newport, you've got a Grand Union Canal.
Yes.
Which I know that goes straight down into London. Because we was going to cycle it, but it never happened. And that goes all the way up. I know it goes up past Coventry, but I'm not sure how far up towards the Midlands it goes.
Right.
But I know it goes up that way. That's it, really.
Yeah.
So,
if you've got any questions while we're on, can you put them in capitals as well, please?
Oh, yeah.
And then I can pick them out, because it's going to be just me glancing down at my phone. And
yeah, sorry to throw you in and drive off. But do you know what? It's a good experiment to see how well this is going to work. Because if it does, then we can do it again. Or we can just do one. Obviously, because we couldn't get there earlier, and it'd be like me hanging about for an hour on my own. If this works well, then we can do it where we just go on site or in field or whatever you call it, and then just start it direct from there. So then there won't be any doing this, me driving there, then you having to take the reins.
Well, you'd be there already, wouldn't you? So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we can just set up like a base camp sort of thing, like we would on doing a full investigation.
Yeah.
With everyone doing a meet-up. The only thing I'm not taking is radios. That's only because the road's only 100, 200 yards away at the furthest point.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to need it.
There's only two of you anyway, isn't there?
Yeah. Shout. Could whisper, we'd still hear each other.
Yeah.
That's how close it all is.
Yeah.
So, right. So in about 3-4 minutes, I'm going to close this down.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to run broadcast, don't worry about it. So I'm going to close this, jump in the car and get going. And then, once I get in the car and out the street, I'll re-log in on my phone and then just go from there, yeah?
Yeah, sorted.
Cool. Right.
Then I shall tell everybody about the history of Newport Pagnell.
Yes. And they better not start dropping like flies. They need to listen, because we'll be doing a test at the end of tonight.
Yeah, we'll be asking questions.
Yeah, you need to get 10 out of 10.
Yeah, otherwise we're not playing with you again.
Yeah, and you get booted out of the group. And those that aren't in the group get beaten off YouTube.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you listen in. But I'm exempt because I won't hear most of it, so...
Yeah, we'll let you off.
Thanks. Right, so I think it's 1:45 now.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll get at 20 past by the time we set everything up. Right, so... Hello. Yeah, Joe needs to get a camera and mic. B&M Bargains. Sorry, I need a drink. B&M Bargains is probably the best place. I got this microphone and it was about a tenner.
No, it's not bad.
But I have put that's right. I'll tell everyone anyway. I'm going to try and do product testing.
Right.
So companies send stuff out to you. You use them on things like this. They send them out.
Review it.
You give them a review. It's not the one where you open the box and do it that way. You use it and then you tell them what you think of it.
Yeah.
And then you get to keep the product.
That's good.
And they get good reviews. So I'm going to be doing that on a few different. Been in touch with a few different companies. All of them have got back to me.
Yeah.
I just need to do the next step of ordering what we actually need.
Brilliant.
So what we're going to be doing as of next week is name dropping the products.
Yeah.
So even with the torches, the head torch, the radios, the microphone, everything. So then they get notified.
Yeah.
That we're saying good things about them, really.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. So that's it. Right. So I'm going to shoot off now.
Okay.
I'm just going to close this down. So it might show that I'm still here. I'm not sure. But once I get in the car, I'll relog in anyway.
Right.
So shall I just remove myself from here now?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be on it twice, do I?
Yeah, you need to come out of it, and then, like you say, when you get in the car, log back on your phone or whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'll do that. Right. All right. See you guys in a minute.
In a bit. Bye.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye. Right, now that Andy's gone, I'm going to just turn my camera off because I don't want to be sat here looking down while I'm reading. I'm going to take you through the area, so please bear with me. Okay, so the area that Andy and Mark are investigating tonight is steeped in history, but also has its fair share of hauntings. Newport Pagnell is just over 50 miles from London, and it's in the borough of Milton Keynes. It was first mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086. Its name, first written in Old English, meant New Market Town, and it was originally dominated by the Roman invaders. During the Civil War between 1642 and 1651, it was a royalist stronghold. There is an ancient bulwark or rampart mound in the grounds of the church, which is known as the Battery, and is believed to have been a gun placement. Sorry, I can't speak tonight. The Grade 1 listed Tickford Bridge, which crosses the River Ousel or Lovat, was built in 1810. It is one of only a few cast iron bridges in the UK that still carries road traffic. St Peter's and St Paul's Church, the grounds of which are the focus of tonight's investigation, is also Grade 1 listed. The first record of its existence is in 1100, when Fulk Pagnell and his wife Beatrix gave it to the monks at St Mary's Priory. It was believed to be mostly a wooden structure at that time. In 1350 the church was rebuilt, and in the years between 1542 and 1548 the west tower was built. The church stands above the valleys of two rivers, the Great Ouse and the Ousel or Lovat. Opposite the church is Buryfield, formerly known as Plague Fields, as it is believed plague victims were buried here. As for hauntings in the area, these include the ghost of a monk seen at the King's Arms on Tickford Street, the lady in grey that haunts Tickford Abbey, now a residential care home which is built on the site of Tickford Priory, two spirit swans seen on the river who are said to be star-crossed lovers who died horrible deaths in life, a haunted telephone exchange, and the plague field which attracts numerous hauntings. So as you can see, the area is not only rich in ancient history, but full of potential when it comes to ghost investigations. Hopefully, Andy and Mark can catch something for us tonight, but as all the true investigators know, there are a lot of occasions where nothing occurs. Regardless, it's still great to be sharing this experience and to have a look round. So, while Andy's on the move, I'm going to tell you about a ghost investigation that I once did. There's a pub called the Abbey Inn. It's down by the canal, not far from me. And for many years it's been stood on that site. And because it's near the canal, it was used as a morgue for people who drowned in the canal or committed suicide. the bodies used to be laid out in the pub until the coroner could come. So there were 4 of us. We had a little ghost hunting group, and we got in touch with the landlord, and he said, absolutely fine, you can come down, get here for about 11:30. So we got there for 11:30 at night. He said, he left us the keys. He said we could help ourselves to anything out of the kitchen, get a drink, whatever we wanted. He wanted no part of it because he was a bit of a wuss. So he disappeared off upstairs and left us to it. He said the phone would ring twice for the banking, and then after that, it was quiet. So we set up a load of things. We had night vision video recorders, we had cameras, we had all sorts going on. I went into the ladies' toilets because that was one of the quite active areas. And I put an old key on the windowsill with some talc around it to see if it'd move. We set up everything. We set up a Ouija board. And at first, it was okay because the outside lights were on. And then when it hit 1 o'clock in the morning, the outside lights went off and you couldn't see a hand in front of you. It was so dark, you were tripping up over yourself. Anyway, we started off, we did a little bit on the Ouija board. We didn't get so much on there. And then we had a wander around the pub with just the video camera and the camera flashes. And so at the end of the day, what we ended up with was, in fact, if I can, I'll connect my camera to my laptop in the next couple of days and I'll actually put the footage on. There's one point where I'm panning round by the front door of this pub and there's a face peering through the window like a demonic face. The key, when I went to clear up in the ladies' toilets, the key had actually moved by about 2 millimetres and there was no draft. It was on the window ledge, but the window was actually bolted shut. There was no draft at all. But these, there's a lot of investigations that you do. Nothing happens. I was speaking to somebody the other day and we were saying, these ghost hunting groups that are online or on the telly, they put on there, this has happened, that's happened, this, but it doesn't happen every day like that. There's sometimes you go out, you can spend 4 hours and see nothing. See Andy's in the car now. Yeah, you can go 4 hours and see absolutely nothing. But it's not a waste of time because there'll be that one time that you do actually catch something. We did it at Temple News and we went on for a walk around the grounds one night. It just dropped dark. It was, I'd say late autumn, but it wasn't cold. There were 4 of us and we kept splitting into groups of 2, mixing it up. And we got onto the back field and as we were taking pictures and I was filming with a video camera, so the flashes were highlighting things and the field was absolutely full of orbs. Just so many orbs that you couldn't actually see with the naked eye, and there weren't water droplets, there were orbs. And then when we got back to the lad's house and put the video through, as I was filming the end of the hedge and the camera flashed, there was a figure stood there at the end of the hedge watching us, and he had like a leather waistcoat on and a high ruffled collar on his shirt. But we'd not seen him while we were there. There was absolutely nobody else in the grounds apart from the doggers in the car park. Absolutely nobody there. We were on our own. Yet this figure was stood at the end of the hedge in that split second. So it's the things that you don't actually see with the naked eye as well. There's a lot of the stuff that you pick up with other instruments like your cameras or your EVP. Or we did a ghost investigation in, one of the lads worked at, I can't say too much, but he worked at a repair shop, and it was a really old building, and he used to open up on a morning, and he said every morning that he opened up, as he was going down, there was a long corridor with doors off it for like the repair rooms and stuff, and somebody would come in the fire door at the top, which was inaccessible from the outside. The door would slam and then you'd hear him whistling as he walked along upstairs. And the amount of times that my friend had gone up there to investigate and there was nothing there, So we said, oh, we'll go investigate. So we got there at about 8 o'clock one night. Again, cameras, video cameras, EMF meters. And we did a full tour of the building twice, up the first set of steps, across, and then down the back steps, and then we did it the other way around. And as we came to the bottom of the steps, this building is away from any roads. There's not many houses near it. There's a path outside, obviously, but not much foot traffic. And we got to the bottom stairs at the far side, and we sort of trying to decide whether we were going to do another round. And we heard a bang from upstairs, and then a man whistling. And this would have been about 9:30, 9:45 at night. So I think we called it a night after that, but we did do Ouija board session in the middle of the corridor. And a lady called Kitty came through. And on the recording, you can actually hear her say, yes. When I asked if she'd worked in the building and what it was before, she spelled out that it had actually been a cinema and that her fiancé was the projectionist. And when I said, what did you do? She spelled out that she was an usherette. And when I said, oh, selling ice cream, she said, yes, ice cream on the tape. So although EVP scares me, I think it's quite good for picking up things that you can't hear with your ears at the time. So if anybody's got any questions, I'm just having a quick look at. Oh, there's a lot of no running away. Yeah, Joe. He said he might run away. Just having a quick look at the comments. Oh, what's that, Richard? 48 hours Tickford Abbey Pond. No, hang on, I've got some interference here. Bob's just clambering across me. Can you get off there, please? No, get off. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry, no, you can't sit there. No, thank you. There we go. Sorry about that. Right. There's Andy.
Hello.
Hello. We can hear you.
I know. I've only just got a connection, and it wouldn't connect to the car.
Right.
So I didn't really hear a lot of what you're saying. Sorry. It's showing that we've got a guest, but there's no one there.
I get where you're.
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, right, hang on.
No, it was all right. I think it was just me, because I'm not sure if I shut my laptop down proper.
Right.
Can you all hear me okay?
I can hear you perfectly, yeah.
Right, because I'm using the Bluetooth in my car.
Right. I'm just coming back on now.
Right.
We've got our little helper.
Oh, is that Bob?
There's Bob. Bob's decided that he's going to sit on the keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Cats are great when they do that.
He's never done that before, actually.
Has he not?
Not walk directly across the keyboard like that, no.
Ah, right. Oh.
Right.
Have you got... Do you want to carry on with what you're doing? I've got a bit of a story.
Yeah, tell us yours, Andy, because I've kind of got to the end of mine.
Right. Well, I'll tell them about the encounter that I had yesterday.
Yes, do, yeah.
Yeah. This is a bit of a weird one, because what I thought it was at first, it wasn't. So I was driving, I think I was Suffolk / Essex, the Bury St Edmunds way. Yeah. I can't remember the exact place where I was. And I was driving down the country road, I was at work, so I was in the van, and it's there's no footpath on either side, it's fields and woods and all that kind of stuff. And come to a bit of the road, and it's like you get the sandy dirt on either side of the road.
Yeah.
It's like brown soil, basically.
Yeah.
Dirty sand, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty much that. And so I'm driving along, and it was a little bit windy. And I'm coming to this bit, and it's fields on either side. So as I'm driving along, on my left, it looked like a little dirt devil. So when you get a little swirl of wind and it brings all the dirt up, and it looks like it's spiraling into like a little tornado sort of thing, little whirlpool. Just in case people don't know what they are, they're called dirt devils.
They are.
So it looked like that, but then it didn't start swirling, it just came up. But it came up, seeing goosebumps again. It came up into the shape of a little humanoid.
Yeah.
So it was about no more than 2.5 foot tall. And it was about, as I was driving along, as in about 40, 50, it ran out in front of me. So from the edge of the road, or where a path would be, it like you could see this sand, whatever you want to call it, form, and it's like you see the front leg, so its right leg, because it's on my left hand side. So its right leg was at the front, its left leg was at the back, so you could see the full form of starting to get a full form of its right leg and a little bit of its left leg, but only the top half of the thigh bit, nothing below the knee, and then its right arm coming up, like you'd get an athlete that was doing, say, 100 metres or something, and just as it come off the blocks and they start running, so where they crouch down on the knee and they're on the blocks, and then obviously they find the gun and they come up and start running, it was that position, and it took 2 steps and then just completely vanished in front of me. But the sand, grit, whatever, that didn't drop on the floor, that just vanished with it. And this happened in took about 2-3 seconds. So as it's cut, so that's from when it formed to when it vanished. So it's formed, it stood up, it started running, it's got halfway across my lane before it's got to the white lines in the middle. So I'd say 3/4 of the way over my lane, and then nothing, just completely gone.
That's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, it's only like 2.5 foot tall. It looked like it was just skin and bone.
Yeah.
No meat on it. It wasn't podgy, squidgy, or anything like that. And I looked as to where it would have been as it was crossing and in the mirror, but I didn't see anything. And there's no other, there's no other bits of whirly dust or anything. Even, like I said, even though it was windy, it's just in that one spot, it just come up, form this figure, or partially formed a figure, and then just set off across the road, and then it's gone again. It's one of them that thought was, sorry, go on.
You said there was no, there's no footpaths or anything, is there? There's just like the dirt at the side of the road.
Yeah, it's like, well, I know you can't see, it's like where I am now. So on my right hand side, it's field, then you got bushes, bit of a ditch, and you got a grass bank about 3 foot.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even that, it was a field, bit of hedging, and then just dirt. So there was no grass at the side of the road. It was dirt, bushes, field.
Right. That's really strange.
I know. And that was all I know, because I looked at my sat nav to think, right, I'll remember this for next time I'm round there. It's called Grange Road.
Grange Road.
I can't remember what county I was in. I'm sure it was down like Suffolk, Norwich, Cambridge area, so like the east. Yeah. But I couldn't give you definitely.
We were saying earlier when we spoke about it, it was like a dirt devil would be kind of swirling round and it wouldn't form a shape, would it?
No, it just swirl around. Like you see rubbish just going round in a circle fast.
Yeah.
Then when the wind stops, it just drops. And it scatters about a bit. It didn't do any of that last bit didn't do the dropping and scattering,
No.
and there was no other bits about. It was just in that one spot. So when
really
it was
bizarre.
that, I think that would happen 2-3 times up the road, but then nothing happened. But then I was looking for stuff like that happening again, because I was on this road for about 4.5 miles, and nothing did happen.
No.
There's no other, even though it's still windy and there's still a lot of dirt at the side of the road, there's no repeat of what I'd just seen.
Yeah, that's just odd.
I know.
It's these random things, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, because of that part of the UK, there's not really any motorways. It's all A roads and bypasses. So you do get a lot of trucks and lorries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of tractors as well, because you've got Turners, which is a big company, over in Soham in Ely, and then you've got DS Smith as well, which is another big logistics company. So the majority of trucks that I see when I'm on the road around there are them two.
Yeah.
So you got DS Smith and Turners, and they're always good. And even when they was going, because I did pass a couple of them, they were just going past and swirling like it would any truck going past them. Yeah. It wasn't coming up and farming anything, and then just vanishing after a couple of seconds.
Yeah. But like you say, the worst thing was that you didn't have your dash cam on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
But like I said to you on the phone earlier, that's like... Sometimes we're not meant to capture these things. I think we've hit one of the blank spots.
I need to do it this week.
Yeah. You're going through a black spot, I think. And we're losing connection. Yes, it's. I've lost my piece of paper. Just a moment. No, we can't hear you properly, Andy. You've gone through a black spot. Yeah, Joe, in answer to your question, it's St. Peter and St. Paul's Church.
It's going to be...
Now he sounds like a slow Norman Collier. Put that back up there. And we've lost him. Okay, folks, we're riding solo. Yeah, I agree, Rich. He's entered the twilight zone. He's being beamed up as we speak. Yeah, I had a quick look on the maps earlier, and there's quite a lot, sort of all concentrated in one area. This St. Peter and Paul's Church. There's the plague fields over the road. It runs, the river runs at the bottom of the churchyard. But this is the area that Andy did his last investigation, where he found all the sigil and all the items on the top of the grave. So there seems to be quite a lot going on in that area. Oh, when he's back, we've got him back now.
For about 2 minutes, and it'll be gone again.
Yeah. You start to sound like Norman Collier.
As long as I don't look like him. But I am, once you go through the next village and then back into the open, that's where I'm going to be passing the point where I see the invisible monkeys. So hopefully I'll stay connected.
All being well. You see, this is the problem with outdoor broadcasting. Although Look North never gets this problem. But then we never see him driving, so... Yeah, it does sound like a Dalek, Joe, you're right. Thanks for the information, Joe. You've put quite a lot of good stuff on there. I know about obviously I mentioned about the monk that's been seen at the King's Arms. And apparently that's not far away from the church, it's just on the corner. But I think a lot of these older towns, I mean, look at York. York's got loads and loads of hauntings. There's the Roman soldiers that go through the pub, but they can only be seen from sort of halfway up, as if the old road, they're walking on the old road. But I used to walk to school when I lived up in Cookridge in Leeds. I used to walk to school down part of a Roman road called Farrow Lane. The only thing it was famous for in the 70s was flashes, which was nice. But I think they keep a recording of history and play it over to, and I think they play it over a lot to people that are more sensitive than others. I don't think it's just, I think if you pick up on that energy, you see what's gone before, sort of thing. Yeah, that's what I said, Joe, in me writing the 1100. But there's been a lot of building works gone on at the church since it was first there. Very historical.
Hi everyone, back again.
Hello again.
Hopefully my signal won't go now. It should stay on. Hello. No, that was the last bit. There's a little village. You don't matter what network you're on, you don't get a signal. So it should stay now. It's all good. Back into civilization.
Jolly good.
Yeah, it's just getting dark here now, which is good.
Yeah.
So
it's getting dark up here.
Is it? Yeah, because you're on the same line as us, aren't you?
Yeah, obviously north, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bob spotted something. There's a bit of interest going on here.
Oh, is there?
I don't know what he's saying. There's nothing there.
Right, so I am now on the bit of the road where I've seen him, or didn't see, however you want to perceive it. Invisible monkeys. Like I said to you before, I thought the trees were a lot higher, but I'd say average house is 25 foot high, so these are probably about 30, 40 foot tall.
Yeah.
But from the line of trees going back, there's a bit of a woods, and then it's just fields.
Yeah.
There are a couple of houses, like old stone cottages. There's 4 in a row there, then a couple of individual ones. But I'm passing the point now. It's weird, because it's the first time really I've driven past it at night.
Yeah.
Then, because I've never had to. It's always been during work.
But like you said, you actually thought that they were bigger, and now you've seen the trees. You think they could have been smaller.
Yeah. See, I originally thought it was like between 2 and 5 small ones. Then I thought it could be a couple of bigger ones. But because the trees aren't as thick or as tall as I initially thought it was, I'm now back to believing it was a few smaller ones.
Yeah. There was definitely something though, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely something there.
Because even wind don't do that sort of thing to trees.
No, well the thing is that's so close in, because you've got a massive house on the right hand side with an old stone brick wall and that, and then you've got all the trees. Yeah. So even if it could have been wind, it would have to be going the same way as the car, but it wasn't a windy day. Yeah, it's crappy weather, it's raining and that, but like the first day, but then the next couple of days when it was clear skies and it might have been a bit of cloud, there was no adverse weather.
Yeah.
Just a normal weather. So it was like 3-4 different days with 2, maybe 3 different weather conditions, and I see the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's strange. There's a lot of strange things in this world.
I think there's more strange stuff than there is not.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Oh, right. Well, I'm nearly at location now.
Jolly
Probably
good.
about just under a mile now to get there.
You made good time there.
Yeah.
Mind you, the roads will be quiet, won't they?
Yeah, because it's villages. There's not much going on. But there's one set of traffic lights, temporary traffic lights.
Yeah.
But they turned green as I got to them, so it weren't too bad.
Excellent.
So I should be there. Just coming through the last in a church and a care home, and that's it. There's nothing else here. So
is that the Abbey?
Shop or a pub.
Is that the Abbey care home? Is that the Abbey care home?
No. That's a place called Lathbury. Lathbury. That's just on the other side of the river from Newport Pagnell.
Right.
Sorry, we keep going quiet. It's just I'm concentrating on driving.
No, it's fine. Joe's just asked what the I think Joe's on Google Earth. She's just asked what the semicircle building is there, but I've asked her whether she means the churchyard. I'm just waiting to find out what she says.
What, in Newport Pagnell?
Yeah.
The church is called St. Peter and St. Paul's.
But she's on about a semicircle building.
It's a building at the side of it, which is a new building. That's a residential care home.
Right.
Because I used to work around here. Won't tell you what job I had, but I ended up going and having a look round, chatting to the construction workers.
Yeah.
And so I'm just driving under the cemetery now. That sounds cheap. There's a little bridge that goes across the top.
Right.
So you can't get down on it. You could in a small van, but it's only 8 foot high.
Right. Right, Joe says it's in the middle-ish in the graveyard.
Oh, that's the one that I was saying that's on a mound. That I got kicked out and needed to get out of there. So I've got the church now on my right-hand side. Got the river is on my left.
Yeah.
And you park in a little car park just at the side of the church. And then you've got the iron bridge just to my left.
Right.
So as soon as I can get out of here. So you let me go. Oh, yeah. Taxi driver.
I did see that there is a burial mound.
Yeah, but that is right next to where we found that the grave with the markings.
Yeah.
Stuff left on it.
Because apparently it said that if you dance round it 9 times, then you call up the fairies.
Really?
Burial mound, burrow, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
No.
I'm not doing no dancing. Say again?
I said, although it would be fun for us.
Yeah. The only thing that would be summoning up would be the police to come and take me.
Yeah. And the van
with the square wheels. Dancing. Right. Just trying to see. Oh, and a black cat has just jumped out and appeared out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Is it a big one?
Only a little one. No, it's not a pamphlet, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, that mound, so right in the middle, that's where I got a funny feeling last time. It goes up to a big mound. Let me put my light on. So there's a big mound, and then there's it's like a big oval-shaped tomb with a stone on top.
Right.
And there's loads of writing on it, but there's trees covering that. Now I was just reading the messages, and there are some cottages that run at the side, like proper old school style cottages.
Yeah.
I know people used to live in them, and it's not part of the clergy anymore. I know it used to be.
Right.
Like the people that used to do even like cleaners in the bell ringers and all that. All them type of people or workers used to live there.
Is that the row of cottages with the red doors?
Yeah, and it's the red brick.
Yes.
Red brick cottages. So you've got
I saw them on the picture earlier.
Yeah, so you've got the church and you've got them set back, which are near the road, and just after that there's a house on its own, which I think was originally like the vicarage or the rectory. So that's it.
Excellent.
So other than that, I don't know. Yeah, I just want to apologise to everyone that this is a bit hit and miss with the dialogue. It's only because I'm thinking what we're going to be doing next, like when we go out and about. I was checking the percentage on my phone.
Yeah, keeping a check on all your apparatus.
Yeah. Oh, there's my obsidian. You can see it.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Got the light going through.
I actually like
bought it. Eye. Sorry?
That looks like tiger's eye.
No, apparently it's dragonstone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm told. I actually bought this from a shop called Weirdos in Newport Pagnell.
Right.
That's one of the only shops around here that I know, other than going into London, that do all the crystal type stuff.
Yeah.
I like the books and everything, so.
The best crystal shop ever is up in Ambleside in the Lake District.
Oh, I think I've been in there.
It's brilliant.
Years ago.
The rock shop.
Is that the one down the bottom or at the top?
No, it's at the top.
Right.
It's right at the top setback. It's absolutely stunning in there.
Yeah. No, I need to go. That's one place where I miss living down here, is places like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit further for you to travel now, isn't it?
It's about 350 miles.
Yeah.
No, it's probably about 250, but
yeah.
What's the difference?
You'd have to take a tent.
Miles, eh?
You'd have to take a tent.
Oh, Joe, I'd book an hotel for the week.
Oh, there's no like roughing it under.
I know. That's it. Well, that's what Alan was saying about when we do a stay over in Cannock. We're not going to do a tent. We're just going to build a nest.
Yeah.
Shelter.
Yeah. Like a bivvy.
So yeah, you're just going to build that. Do a bit of weaving with some branches and sticks and see what we can make. I've got some I've got some tarpaulin in the car.
Yeah.
Either like for the ground sheet. I think Mark is here now.
Right. No, if it ain't Mark, it's Doggers. So put your light off.
Yeah, he's here now. He's just going to pull up alongside me.
Right.
Right. So, are you all right to carry on?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get started with Mark, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Okay.
So, give me 5 minutes.
Right.
It's just while I get everything connected up, because I need to connect the phone to the camera and everything else. So, I'll be with you guys as soon as I can.
Okay.
All right.
Catch you soon.
See you in a second. I'm just going to turn the camera and mic off.
Yeah.
And that's it. All right, then. See you in a sec. See you later, guys.
Bye. So tell us about Burley, Joe. You've just put Andy, you need to go to Burley. We've got a Burley in Leeds. We've also got a Burley in Wharfdale on the way out to Skipton, Ilkley Skipton. Right. So, what can we talk? Ask me a question, anybody, while we're sat waiting for Andy and Mark to get themselves organised. I like that term, Rich. Translucent beings. That's a really good term. That's going to stick with me now, is that? Right, so let's hope that Andy and Mark can pick us something up. Obviously, like I've said before, these things don't always run to plan. We don't always catch things. But if you're not out there looking for things, you're not going to catch things, are you? So this is a good test as to whether this is going to work. And it has different colours running through. Oh, obsidian. I've got some obsidian somewhere. I've got a box absolutely full of crystals because I've got a diploma in crystal healing. So I've got a lot of crystals. It's an old village in the New Forest. A witch lived there and used to walk round with her pet rabbit. Oh, I've heard about that. I don't know where from, but I've heard about that. Oh, I bet that's quite haunted down there. Mind you, the New Forest, there's a few reports from the New Forest, I think. I'm sure Joe will find me some to put up. Sorry, Bob's sat on my wire now. I've never had a bad experience with Ouija boards. There was me and my friend and then two guys that we knew that formed this little ghost hunting group, and Rob had a fold up, like a laminate Ouija board, which we used to use, but we always did really good protection. We never got anything. We used to do a lot of spirit rescue through it as well, which is absolutely brilliant, but it's really exhausting. And I've never come across anybody that's had. The only things that I've come across are like people on YouTube that say they've had bad experiences, but I think if you know how to open and close a board, it's only the same as using tarot cards or doing clairvoyance. So long as you ground yourself and protect yourself, I think they can be all right. I mean, I did buy one of my own, but I got rid of it because I never really used it, and it's not the sort of thing you can use on your own, really. You need a couple of you at least. But I do think if they're used properly, they can be good. But it's like Deborah says on our live stream when we talk about Cannock Chase, people go down there, open up all sorts of things and then just walk off and leave it. You can't do that when it comes to things to do with spirit. You have to open and close things down, because then you might as well leave your front door open and go to bed. It's that kind of thing. Right, Joe says Burley has a long connection with witches. In the late 1950s, Sybil Leek, have heard of her as well. A self-styled white witch lived in the village. She could be seen walking around Burley with her pet jackdaw on her shoulder before she moved to America. Some of the gift shops in Burley now sell witch-related gifts and ornaments. Oh, that's nice. Oh, hello. We've got the head torch on now.
All right, go on back. Is that too bright? Oh, is that all right?
Well, it's all right if you're not shining it at us.
I'll have to do it like that.
That's better, yeah.
Because otherwise it's blocking the camera. So you got Mark.
Good evening, Mark.
Hello. Yeah, do you want to go straight to the mound? Yeah. Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Let's be having a look at the mound.
Oh, much better. Yeah, we'll go there first.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to... Let me change the camera.
Right.
I'm going to do rear facing. No. Right, that's better.
That's it, yeah.
Right.
Superb.
There we go. So now you can see what I can see.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I could do that.
No, you can. It's very spooky round there.
Yeah, love it round here though. It's just one of them places. So down there, you've got the river.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. There's a bat or a bird. So, yeah, down there you've got the river, which is just the other side of them.
Yeah.
And that's the house. It's either the pastor's house, and there's a house there as well. So one of them, that's still the church. So that's either the rectory.
Yeah.
Or pigeons again. That's either the rectory or the vicarage. I'm not sure.
Right.
But this is what we was doing the group for doing live streams, coming out, investigating, and hoping we see something. So I do hope we picked some up tonight.
Are you recording
Nothing
this?
Yeah, I'm recording it on the camera, plus it's on the live stream as well. So this will be on YouTube tomorrow.
Good.
And then me and Mark got to be doing some editing and do the video from tonight.
Yeah. Wow.
So the only thing with this, I'm not going to be able to take any photos because obviously I'm using the phone to stream.
It's very quiet, isn't it?
Yeah. It's always like this.
You're not that near a road, are you?
How about? You hear someone talking? No, you've got the river. So if I'm in the middle of a clock looking at 12, you've got the river from 10 o'clock all the way down to 5, 6.
All right.
And then the road is just like behind me, like 7 o'clock-ish.
Yeah. And it won't be busy at this time anyway, so it'll be quiet.
No. But Newport is, there's someone on a bike down there, someone walking. Newport it's a little town, but a lot of people come for walks around here, use it as a cut through.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a mound. What the hell was that?
What was it?
Don't know. It was a bird, but I felt something drop near my foot.
Oh,
and this is where I was last time when I felt something drop near my foot.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah, we was up here, weren't we? Yeah. Yeah, I always look in the trees because you don't know what's above you.
No. Those two pointed things, were they gravestones, like mausoleum things?
Yeah, these.
Yeah.
I'll highlight them now. Yeah. Well, that's where we're going up to now. See, that's a photo of the bench. And that was where... Wow. Yeah,
well, that's
so
a big grave.
This is one that I was telling you about. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone can see.
I can see writing, but I can't read it.
Yeah. I'm going to take you to the gravestone now. It's still got the markings on there, but obviously the offerings have been taken.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if they've come back from, do you, or if somebody else has swiped them.
Yeah. Well, if you look, it was 1908 to 1983. I got said 82. I can't even read my own photos now. Yeah, there's a lot of cigarette butts. Oh no, that's chalk. Well, that's a chalk.
It's a chalk.
I'm not going climbing over them. See, the river's just there between them two trees.
Yeah. It certainly looks atmospheric.
Very, because like I said, this is a mound. These are like, I don't know, it just looks like a henge.
Yeah.
And this is bang in the middle. Because I know most henges are built on mounds, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
And obviously, they're like round-ish, hexagonal shaped.
That's a very big grave to your right. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Right, I just heard bow dingling again.
Oh, you mentioned that last time, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't feel like I felt that time. I think because it was darker. I've not got an audience to watch me get my ass kicked by a ghost.
Chased out of the cemetery.
Yeah. At least I'm not nicking lead off roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to go up that path and then back round? It was over this way, wasn't it? But it's different feeling this time. But we're back. Right, I thought we were up there. So we're back. So where we came in. Sorry, one sec. That's a path. If we'd have come in what's on the path, that's where we would have come from.
Right.
You got the river down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Is that floating? Can you see that sliding across? That thing? That's not even in the water.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Don't fall in, for God's sake.
No. Oh, it was in the water. The water didn't look as near as what it was.
Ah, right.
Oh.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping out then. So, on the other side of the bank, that's where the grass is. And when the houses are through there, I don't know if you can see them, but the lights there.
No.
That's Priory Avenue.
Right.
That's where the Abbey used to be.
Yes, that's where, but the nursing home's built on now, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's where, opposite there, is where the King's Arms is.
Right. Which is where the monk's been seen.
Yes. Yeah, you can see the houses across there now.
Yes, I can see that now, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But this bit, apparently, I didn't know until the time before last that I came.
Hmm.
This, I'm sure Dave said, correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, that this is where the castle was. But I can't see there being a castle.
Yeah. You said the area wasn't big enough for a castle unless it was a little one.
Yeah, unless it's like a lookout. But if you look, the river goes along there and it goes up that way.
Yeah.
And then along here. So you've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So it's a strange one. Sorry, one sec. Just trying to read them. Slow down, you move too fast.
You're sweeping your head torch about.
Sorry. That's why I've got 2 torches, because I'm trying to keep one when I move with the phone.
Yeah.
The river's there. But in winter, like November, December, going into January, this river comes up and it comes all the way up to the gravestones.
Really?
Yeah. So them fields across there, they're like floodplains.
Right.
So when they open the floodgates,
it fills up. What's that? Is that look very structure-like?
These are not the tree.
Yeah.
So I can hear clicking. It might just be the branches knocking together.
Is it windy?
Not really.
Oh.
Bit breezy. Nothing enough to take your breath.
Yeah.
Where? Now we're back on the other side of the mound. We're back. A couple of people walking that. Dog walking and that.
Yeah.
But we're going to go back to where he was the first time when he heard the footsteps.
Yeah, go there.
See, that's just on the way out. So where I'm pointing now, on the other side of them trees.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Not really.
So that's where that's where the care home is.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's called River Gardens, I think.
So the Abbey care home, how near is that to the church grounds?
Be careful.
Yeah, the one that's
See,
built
I
on
don't know.
where the priory was.
Oh, so that where I drove in under that bridge.
Yes.
There's a footbridge just on the other side of that. You walk over across that field, and then you're there.
Right.
So it's not well, 2-minute walk,
Yeah.
3 minutes.
It's a shame you can't do a ghost hunt at the King's Arms, isn't it?
I know.
If there's a monk there.
Well, I am looking into doing one at a museum in Northampton. Yeah. I've just got to wait for it to reopen.
Yeah.
And I've been told that 99% certain that they'll let me do it.
Excellent.
Obviously, you have to pay. It's like donations, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you get enough people going, do the tickets, that'll cover the cost, and we can do a night, like a stay
night
over.
At the museum.
Yeah.
We could make a film.
The worst film ever made.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you hear that then, or was that you?
I never heard anything.
Did you hear that? Oh, what, sorry? No, I heard something like,
No, I never heard that.
No one else? Like it just out of earshot.
Right.
What you've got?
Just out of interest, have you ever had a look to see what the oldest grave is?
I know it's not an old place here, and I think it was 12 summer. Oh, I've got 12 or 18 in my head. Right, so this is the archway where I was on the very first live feed when we did the Facebook Live. As soon as you step out here, completely different feeling.
Yeah.
You've got a kids' play area just over there.
Right.
You got the river, you can hear the water running, but you standing, that's what I was saying last time. When I was stood here, I couldn't hear the river, I could hear the cars coming over the bridge.
So you're near the bridge now then?
Yeah, so I'm going over the bridge where I first came into Newport.
Right.
So I couldn't hear the water, then all of a sudden I could hear it again.
Right.
But when... Yeah, it was a strange one.
Bit like a black spot.
I don't know.
In the atmosphere.
Yeah, because I know when I stood behind one of the trees, it stopped, and then you come out the other side of the tree, and you can hear it again. Now, this is where I was stood when I heard the 3 footsteps right behind me. I spun round on my heel that way, and there's no one there.
Right.
So...
Are you picking up anything now, like feeling anything or...
Yeah. Nearly swore then. That was an horrible feeling. Just standing in that gateway.
Yeah. Diane said she thought she heard a howl. And Joe said she heard a growl. And Rich said he heard something similar or a distant shout.
There was 2 dog walkers. 2 sets of dog walkers. That could have been the same ones twice.
Could be.
But couldn't even hear them talking. So I keep moving the phone and camera away.
I thought you spotted somebody there. It's Mark. I got all excited then. I'm going to shout, "There's a figure!"
No, sorry. I keep forgetting to look up. He was at the top end before, over there. That fucking hell, sorry. Flaming pigeon.
At this time, it should be in bed.
Oh, I think we're disturbing him. Oh, what was that? I thought it was eye shine. Just a light through the trees.
Is it one of the houses?
Yeah, I think it's the cottages at the side of the church, because you got over there, you got a British Legion.
Oh, yeah.
I think the managers and workers, they rent the rooms, they live there.
It seems like a well-kept graveyard.
No, it isn't. It isn't. I think because Newport it's a nice place to live.
Yeah.
You know what? It costs to live here, put it that way.
Right. It's not a cheap place to live.
No. That was one of the reasons I ended up moving out, because of the price of houses.
Yeah.
But it's one of them places you expect it to be right on the coast.
Right, yeah.
But obviously it's not.
That's like Matlock Bath. It's like the seaside, but not the seaside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I find really odd.
Because it's like you walk up the high street here and you expect to turn a corner and there'd be a beach or something.
Yeah. Yeah, places like that are rather odd. I can never get my head around it. I've been to Matlock Bath twice and I still can't get my head around it.
Yeah.
Right.
I do apologise for moving too fast. Diane said she heard that noise.
Yeah,
Just
she
want
did.
to say hello to everyone that's tuned in since I've come back on. Obviously, because of the way I'm holding my phone, I can't see all the messages. But I definitely heard, You
might be able to pick it up when you go back through the video.
I'm hoping so. See, that's back up to the church. That's the way we walk down. You spotted something? I am trying not to go dead fast.
It's a bit difficult when you're walking, though, isn't it?
I know. But then I'm trying to cover 460.
Maybe screen bigger now, so I can sit and stare at the pictures.
Me make the screen bigger.
No, I've done it. I'm on about my screen. I was sat here squinting at a tiny picture, and it's just dawned on me I could make the screen bigger.
I just got attacked by a fly.
They should be in bed as well.
Oh, there's loads around here. Because you got the humidity in the water.
Yeah. There'll be mozzies. You'll come home covered in mozzie bites.
Oh, I remember last time it was all up my back and on my leg and everything.
I hate mosquitoes.
Silent. Say again? Yeah. Can you feel that? Yeah, I've just walked. Right. I'm stood here now.
Mm-hmm.
The hairs on my back have gone up. If I turn round, there is absolutely freezing. But if I turn back, I start warming up straight away.
That's
here,
weird.
where the torch is, I've got goosebumps through my body.
Is there anything in that area, in the trees, or...?
No, nothing. This is where we was.
What's
this
that
is
big
the same
grave?
spot. This one.
Yeah, that's a very ornate one.
Yeah. There's quite a few like this. But then you've got it's quite old. The trees go round this area, so it could work like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
You got these ones and
quite a lot of big graves.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of money around here.
Mm.
Did you just go, then?
I did that then, yeah.
Right. That's similar to what I heard before, but I know it wasn't you.
No, I didn't do that then.
Because that didn't come from my phone.
No.
I heard that.
I'm getting a funny feeling looking at that, where you are now.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. But you pick up on this, though, don't you?
Yeah. Something round that bit that you...
Where Mark is now.
There's something there that's...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the way the trees are set out as well, you can see.
Yeah.
Aggressive? No, I don't get that feeling.
That's a spooky tree.
I know. I'm not getting an aggressive feeling. I think it's something to do with the bench. Yeah.
Where's the bench?
Over there, can you see it?
No, not quite.
Oh, we're going to walk back over that way in a minute anyway.
All right.
So we go, 15, my eyes are going now. Got 15 people watching, which is good.
Yep.
But this is like the ultimate reason of making the Facebook group and the YouTube channel for this purpose.
Yes. Get out investigating.
But then Boris told us all to stay at home for 12 months, so we couldn't really do it.
No.
So now we've got the members in, like yourself and Mark and Ryan and Alan, that want to go. I know there's other people, but I'll be here all the day rhyming them up, that want to go out and do investigations.
Yeah.
And luckily for us, we've got the equipment to do it. I know not everyone has. And I don't bring all the equipment out with me because you don't always need it all.
No, you don't. Like you say, walkie-talkies is pointless when there's just two of you out, isn't there?
Exactly. You're never more than 20 foot away from each other.
Yeah.
But now that we've got the, excuse the pun, or pun not intended, the bodies,
yeah,
to go out and do this, it's better.
Yeah,
and people want to be involved with the group. Like Mark's putting so much effort into like making a database and
the
maps
IT side of it.
Yeah, it's so it is pretty overwhelming and so appreciated.
Yeah, it's good.
In doing it, and then everyone else just posting stuff on the group and commenting on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's how it all builds up.
But it's good. It's working, and it's only like 5 months old.
Yeah. Rich has just asked if you've got the AMF meter with you.
No, I've not bought one yet. That's one thing I'm going to try and get as a tester.
That on your list?
Yes. The list that I haven't wrote down yet.
Yeah.
Still in there.
That's in your head.
Yeah.
Jo's got goosebumps. And she agrees with me that there was something there.
Yeah. I do want to come back here during the day and have a proper look and like be able to read without thinking there's something hanging over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Off the shoulder ghost.
Off the shoulder ghost. It follows you everywhere.
Yeah.
Rich said he'd want to stop and feel the place for 5 to 10 minutes. And Jo wants you to go sit on the bed. I said, Rich said he would want to stop and feel the place for 5 to 10 minutes. And Jo said you need to go sit on the bench.
Do you want to go sit on the bench, Mark? Right. No, the one out on its own. Then do you want to go across the Buryfields? Sorry, 1 second.
That's a good idea, actually. Rich has just said that if he had the AMF meter, he'd set it up on the bench and watch it for a while away from it.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. See, the thing is, I don't want to... I'm going to leave these on, only because I haven't got the hands to turn them all off.
You see, I'd be putting an EMF meter there as well, and not an EMF meter.
Yeah,
EVP recorder, yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit wanky.
Is it covered in bird muck?
Just a little bit. So I'm going to turn torch off, but keep the head torch on.
Yeah.
So there's just a little bit of light. But when I was in that field last time, I got some eye shine. It glided past.
Right.
But I thought I picked it up on camera, but when I viewed it back, there's nothing on it. And it's orange. So I don't know what animals give off, like an amber eye shine. It's low to the ground, about 2 foot off the ground. And they weren't big. There's on like marble size.
Right.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah. Oh, so it just flew past then.
That might be Mark putting his floodlights on.
Floodlights. Stadium lighting.
Look at that.
Oh, that's good, yeah. Right, that's my retina's gone now.
Yeah.
Who needs eye surgery?
Everyone. It's deadly quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Completely. That was a moth or a bat. Completely different feeling.
There'll be plenty of bats around there.
Yeah. With it being close to the water as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll be getting the flies and moths and stuff.
Yeah. Mark's doing a Facebook Live.
All right.
So he's doing that now. So that'll obviously that's on there. So if anyone wants to watch on there, they can do. If they're getting bored of hearing my voice.
I don't think they are.
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a completely different feeling.
I see Mark's. I'm just having a look at the Facebook Live now. Yeah. Mark's is really, really clear. Oh, I like the initials on the tree. I wonder how old they are.
Oh, there. That's me. I seen the shadow in the thing. It's my hand with the phone.
Oh dear.
See, it's like that. That's been knocked off.
Yeah.
See the cross. See, I don't like things like that.
No. So these amber eye shine that you saw, was that on the plague field?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I just heard a noise, like a fluttering, but like a whispery flutter.
Right.
Did it just as you started talking? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're all right.
Shut you off. Yeah, the eye shine was on the other side, but it could have been a swan or something in the water going past.
I don't know. I don't know whether the swans have eye shine.
No idea. But when I look back on the video, there's nothing on there.
Right. I know that we've got next door but one, there's a ragdoll cat called Mac. And if he comes to peer through my door on a night, his eye shine is red.
Really?
I've never seen a cat with red eyes, but his eye shine's red because he frightened me to death the other week because he's a big cat.
Yeah.
So when he's sat on the step, he's a lot higher up than our Bob.
Yeah.
And I just glanced up and saw these two red eyes peering through the door, and I'm like, shit, what's that? And then I realised it was Mac because his face is dark, but the rest of him's like beigey coloured.
Yeah. I think
it's proper red eye shine.
Yeah. The eye shine is determined with whatever colour eye the creature has.
All right, I didn't know that.
As far as I know, So depending what colour eyes they've got.
Depends how they reflect at night.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I suppose it depends what light is shining on it as well.
Well, this was just in my lamp light. Like I say, I glanced up and it's just a pair of red eyes peering at me, glowing red eyes.
I did read it somewhere. It's to do with the, not the eye colour, sorry, the pupil.
Right.
Because that's what it reflects from, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what, like your retina, it's what lets the light in.
Because your pupil's just a gap into your eye, to your optics and the optic nerve, and then it bounces back. That's why albinos have red eye shine, because they don't have any pigmentation or lack of pigmentation. So it bounces back, and that's why they say they got pink eyes, where in fact they just have no colour or lack of colour.
Yeah.
Right, do you want to go across to Buryfields?
Just pan back round again, Andy.
Which way?
To the, as I'm looking at, right there. Something creepy about that little spot there.
That's a mound, that bit. Side of the tree is a mound when it comes down.
I've just got goosebumps when you shone these torch around that area, and I just got goosebumps then.
Really?
Mm.
Did anyone else, do you know?
I don't know. I'll have to go back on me. Nobody's commented yet.
No. Well, we can go straight across the road, so through the arch. And then, right, I'm going to turn. I have to turn my torches off because I'm not like a right knob crossing the road.
There'll be nobody about to see you looking like a right knob anyway.
I bet you there is. There won't be until we get there, and there'll be like 100 people waiting.
Oh, we heard you were coming down here.
Yeah. Because this is a bit I don't like, this entrance.
Yeah.
I have to get through that quick.
Is that quite old?
Don't think so. What the hell?
I heard some of them. What was that?
Like a rushing past.
Yeah.
That was the same spot. That was the same spot where I felt the footsteps. I heard the footsteps. Right. As I walked past that spot where I was last week, where the footsteps, you had someone brush past me. I go, and there's nothing about. That's the only way in, unless you want to go in the water or climb the fence of the wall. There's no other way in.
That's creepy looking as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, can you see the lights up there?
Yeah.
That's how close we are to the houses. And this is the river garden.
Right. So we're still in the graveyard now, have we come out of it?
No, that archway.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
That's the entrance.
Right.
I really don't like that bit.
No. That's why I asked whether it was an old archway or...
Well, it's very narrow, I think, for a entrance to a cemetery. There's something about it. It's like I need to stay away, but I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. It's like a morbid fascination, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you see it?
Just, yeah.
I'm a good 150 yards from there. Right. Turn my torch off a minute. Then you got a kids' park here, which is proper creepy, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not exactly the exact ideal placing, is it, for a kids' playground?
Nope. Yeah, there we go. Now I can't see anything.
No, I'm going to say, completely dark now.
Yeah, so I just checked my battery, 68%. Oh.
Joe's just put, you watch, Alan will jump out in a minute.
I know, yeah. Right, so we're on the high street now. That's
Right.
a British Legion. Go down there and cut through. So that's a bridge that I drove over.
Do you know, I thought it'd be more, I can't think of the word, more built up.
It is, but not this part.
No.
But down here, this is Mill Street. You've got the old mill that has been converted to someone's mansion.
All right.
Oh, don't want to get run over. I know, yeah. Straight down this road. So apparently all this was that building there was an old factory. The light is with the green lights are. It's now apartments. And down the bottom of there it says Mill Road. I'm just taking the time.
That looks like an old street.
Yeah. Tiny. The houses look really small, but they go right back.
Yeah.
And they go lower than the road at the front.
No, it drops down.
Yeah. Like inside the house. So you go in the doors, and some of them have a couple of steps going down.
Right. It don't look like a very big street.
No, it's narrow, but it's long.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. This is where the Roundheads and the Cavaliers, Oliver Cromwell.
Right.
That was a civil war, wasn't it?
I had a look when I had a look earlier for my little speech thing. I couldn't find a lot of mention about that.
Ah, right. So
I think a lot of this history gets lost.
I know.
Right. Millhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we on a footpath now? We're still on a road?
Yeah. No, footpath.
Right. It's hard to get a scale of things when you're looking at a camera.
I know. It's big enough to fit the car in.
Yeah.
But that's how narrow it is.
Oh, yeah. I can see that now.
Well, this is where I was when that shadow went past me. And each time, it was between filming. Don't know if any of you can read that. I just imagine it. Pretty much got bad. Set fire to everything.
Buryfield Common. All right.
180 acres, open countryside. Great Views River, Civil War earthworks, and I read about the
earthworks.
And the railway that was never built.
Right. So I presume now this is all completely unlit. It's only from what's coming off your torch.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've got houses and that's a car park at the back of the health centre. There's a few apartments there. But that way, you got houses in the distance. When I lived there, we used to come here in the summer. We used to have midnight picnics.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd have like a barbecue going. And a few of my mates are musicians, so they'd come down and start playing the guitar and bongos, and we'd have a drink, have something to eat.
I suppose out there you're not disturbing anybody either, are you?
No. And even then, when we was doing that, we'd see lights going over. But this is a route where the drones go.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned the drones before.
Yeah.
Diane's just saying she thought she heard a voice as Mark panned the camera towards the tree with the carvings. I'll have to look at all this afterwards. It's hard to kind of...
But when you pan the camera to the tree just before you went live, Diane thought she heard someone say something. Disembodied voice. It's a bit windy on here, so you're going to get a lot of...
interference.
Yeah. Say again. Yeah. Right, I've heard whistling on here.
Right.
I used to cut across here because where I'm pointing, you see the lights right up there?
Only just.
Well, that's where I used to live.
Right.
And it was quicker for me to cut across his field and come out where the houses are.
Yeah.
And walk on the road. Because if I went on, it'd take an extra 20 minutes
to go around.
To walk round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I live right at the top of the Poets Estate.
Right.
So going this way is just... I'm just getting into the torch.
So there could be plague victims right under your feet now then?
Yes. And cavalry or Cromwell's men.
Yeah.
But I've been walking across here and I've heard what I thought were hoof noises, like galloping horses. But you do get a lot, there are a lot of stables and that round here. There's that house over there, that stable's all across there.
Right.
There's a few stables just outside Newport. So I just put it down, like, it must be that, and the wind's carrying the sound across. You got the trees right up there.
Right.
So I thought, if they're the other side of the trees, and the sound's coming over, it'll be that. You get cows and sheep in here in the summer when they rotate them.
Right, yeah.
Just looking where I'm walking.
Jo said a few minutes ago, she said there's a dog around you. I've just asked if she meant a spirit dog.
Right. See, the cavalry, or the used dogs, didn't they, to get the cavalrymen off the horses?
Yes.
They used to use hounds, didn't they?
Yeah.
So like bite at the dog, bite at the horse's legs.
So they'd throw the rider off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised that I couldn't find any more out about Oliver Cromwell's army on there.
He got around a bit.
I suppose if... Well, yeah, he did, yeah. I suppose if people aren't putting it on the internet, a lot of this history gets lost unless you start going to museums and...
But there's a pub in Bolton called the Man and Scythe.
Right.
It's next to the Swan Hotel. And there's a plaque in there. Oliver Cromwell spent his last days in there or something before he got captured.
Ah, yeah.
And he killed the king's cousin at the time. So he'd murdered the king's cousin, and then he was hiding in that pub. And because of that, that's why Bolton will never become a city. It will only ever be a town. It's one of the biggest towns in Europe.
Yeah.
Even though it's got a cathedral and that, it's because it's treason against the king, and they was helping him hide.
So they've kind of like lost the right to have to name it as a city.
Yeah, because of that. Because like I said, treason to the king's cousin.
Yeah. Jo says that the dog was behind Mark.
Was it?
Yeah.
There was a dog behind you before. Was it when we come on the field?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Jo. Wait a minute.
Say again?
I'll have to wait and ask Jo.
I heard to come up. No. If you go, we go up to there, there's a bench and there's a couple of marks with like stuff wrote on the bench, or plaques and that.
Yeah.
For people across. See, these paths are pretty new. When I used to cut across, it was just mud.
So they've put new paths in then?
Yeah. And there's one that runs parallel to the houses over there. But if we carry on up here, it takes us to the tree line. And that's pretty much it.
Right, Joe said it was just after you entered the field.
Just after?
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, this camera has been recording, so...
You might have picked something up.
I'm going to have to upload it all onto the computer.
Yeah.
But I'll just take the memory card out. I've done it in 3-minute stints.
Right.
So...
Joe says as Andy panned past Mark, it was following.
Is it? I didn't say anything.
I didn't, but I was probably looking down at my phone at that point.
Yeah, but then I probably was. Oh.
There can't be much light pollution around there then.
No, once you get deeper into the field, it's pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Blooming windy, you know.
Yeah, I can hear the wind.
It's starting to rain as well now. Good job we brought me well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Shame you didn't bring your brolly. Oh, sexy wellies.
I don't know.
Are you getting any feelings out on the field?
This is one where I could walk across there on my own, it won't bother me, even without a torch. But did you see something? So from there, it seems to run, so it went like that, as fast as this.
Right.
From there to there. Then it was gone. And I would have caught it.
Are there any rabbits or anything out there?
No, this was about 3-4 foot in the air.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I got a weird feeling last time I came over here with Dave. Right, I'm going to do another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we'll end it.
Right, okay.
It's going to be a lot of footage to look back on. That's going to be 2 hours.
I always found that was the worst bit, going back through all the footage.
But if there's any of you listening that feel the urge to do that for us, I won't say no. I did just hear a dog bark, but it was very distant. There are farms over that way.
Right.
What I'll do, I'm going to keep recording till we get back to the car. Only because I know as soon as I stop,
something will happen.
Yeah. Mark, do you want to head back in a minute? Oh, I just got some eye shine at the edge of the bushes.
Right.
It's like a yellowy colour.
It's too small for me to see on here.
And that wasn't like reflective. Well, it was like reflective. It wasn't from a house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was more animal.
Yeah, it was low down. It was there. This is a bit where we used to come for the picnics.
Yeah.
It's sheltered.
Right.
I see something. I'm not brave enough. I ain't going in there.
Get in. You're out investigating.
So, I seen it around here.
Right.
was there, but it does dip down.
Is that just a couple of trees, or is it like a bank of trees, or?
It drops down about 3-4 foot.
Right.
See how it goes down here?
Yeah.
I think we should head back. Because I've not got a good feeling here now. Feeling like...
He's being watched. I've just seen something blink.
Did you?
I saw something blink then, yeah.
Where?
One eye blink. I don't know, I can't, because obviously you're right in the middle of nowhere. It was as you panned round, I just saw a blink.
Can you hear that?
All I can hear is wind.
And that's dogs in the gardens.
Right.
There's something in the sky. I thought it wasn't moving there. Whoa! So the top of that tree, there's a light flashing behind it.
Right.
This one.
Yeah.
That one. And then, I just seen it shoot across, left and right.
Right.
So
Never saw that.
Hey?
Your torch beam's gone too small.
Yeah, I made it smaller. That bit, and it just went either side. He's gone without me.
She left you.
And that's what he had in front. I've got a good feeling now.
Is it like that heavy feeling again?
It's you need to get out of there feeling.
Right. Always go with your gut.
Yeah. Your gut's faster than your legs. No idea what that was or anything. You know, that was odd. It was very odd. Yeah. Go on this path.
There's obviously an atmosphere out there then.
Yeah, it's fine till we got to that tree line. Need to do it during the day. Then we can actually go into it. I ain't going in bushes at night.
Plus it'd be easier to see as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to view all this back.
Yeah.
As much as I can over the weekend. Does feel like being watched or followed.
What are those two little lights?
Where?
I don't know, just where you were then. Just sort of like, yeah. What's that?
I know. That. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's someone coming over. Up there.
That's not a house.
That's not through the tree because there's nothing in front of it.
Right. That's getting a lot. That got bigger then.
Did it? Is that an orb?
Something there. See now you've shined on it.
No, it's
there. That's there. It's twinkling, whatever it is, and it's a bit low down to be twinkling.
That's ground level.
Yeah.
There's no houses over there. All the houses are that way.
That's strange.
No idea what that is. Don't know.
That's odd.
There's the path. Or to the point of the end of the path.
Yeah. I say it just sort of like stops.
Yeah. I think because they're not allowed to build.
Right, yeah.
You can only build so far onto it because it's protected land.
Yeah.
See, I've got nightlight, but it's not that bright.
No.
See, now, can you see the light over there?
Yeah.
That's the same as the other one, and that's moving.
There's two. It's blinking between two.
And then it's dropped down.
Yeah. So that.
They're not. They're
Whatever
not.
it. No.
Because one's gone out now.
Yeah, it has. Right, that's back again, but it's flashing. And then there's another. That's either jump. There's another one right to the left as well.
Lower down. Yeah, one's completely gone out.
No, two again. They're jumping all over, whatever they are.
No idea, but that one on the right is moving.
Yeah. That's odd.
See, they're not houses, because the houses, I said, they stop about there.
Yeah.
And there's a cut through, and there's nothing up there till you get right to the top. And then the stables.
Yeah, but you probably won't see the lights from the stables there anyway.
No. You can only drive so far up. So I can see that moving.
Yeah. But it's not getting any bigger. It's not like it's coming near you. It's at a distance.
I gotta hope not. No, I just heard something right beside of me then. Footstep. It wasn't Matt's. Matt's behind me. It was here.
Right.
See, them lights are brighter again now.
Yeah. There's a couple of them.
They're not the houses.
They were together. There's two together there, and now they've gone back to one again.
Don't know. I really don't know.
Ooh, we've caught something.
Oh, it's something. Isn't called the plague or Buryfields for nothing.
No, exactly. Maybe that's what was giving you the weird feeling as well.
I just realised, haven't I? Why it's called the Buryfields.
Yeah, berry.
Yeah. Not as in fruit.
No, as in bury you underground.
Just ignore me. I have me special moments now and again.
Joe said the dog's still there. I want to say greyhound. No idea why.
Greyhound?
And then Rich has put, I see them all the time around my way, which is very close. And I think he means the lights, maybe.
Yeah, because he's put a couple of videos on.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back up Mill Lane? Possibly. Well, I can't say I feel all right now.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's because we're coming to houses or
because you've stepped out of the atmosphere.
Possibly. But I've not seen any dog or shadow, just the light the eyesight. That weird feeling.
Yeah.
Like
we?
some of, you know when you get in water, like a swimming pool or the sea,
Yeah.
and that first thing, like your chest is being crushed.
Yeah. Till you get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Right.
Feels a bit like anxiety, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. But it's like before I had my sighting, you get that feeling like, well, for me it was like terror, but I suppose it affects people in different ways. Some people do feel like a crushing feeling or a tightness or whatever.
Yeah. Say again? Oh. Yeah. Don't know, fog. The lights are still there. Now, if they were houses, we won't be able to see them.
No.
Because the trees and everything would be in front.
Yeah. Well, I can't see them from that distance.
Oh, exactly. And one's up there. Hey? It is, isn't it? I've just sorted my head torch up.
I was going to say, what was that just flashed?
It was me. Not like that. So just torch up. So
Been very good.
I think indifferent, isn't it?
Yeah. Be interesting to find what you found on the footage.
I know. I'm just hoping there's some willing members that want to go through it.
I don't mind doing it.
Sure, it's 2 hours.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, because then I'm going to have to do it on the GoPro.
Yeah.
Mark will be doing it on it.
Yeah, you just send it through to me and I'll go through it.
Yeah. Yeah, cheers. Oh. All right, well, should we end it here now?
Yeah, it's gone half night.
Yeah, we're just walking back to the car.
Yeah.
So, thank you to Mark for coming out again.
Yeah.
Another big
thank you, everybody, for
listeners. And everyone commenting and enduring 2 hours of we wasn't sure what was going to happen or how it was going to turn out. Like I said, this was more of an experiment. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then now we know that this works, we're going to be doing a lot more like this. So thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the group. And if not, we'll see you next week where I'm going to be doing it from the comfort of my bedroom. So thank you everyone for joining, and
Thanks,
speak to you all soon.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.